morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I thought I'd walk you through my week because this week is going to be crazy. So today I'm doing a wine tasting for a student film where basically we were going to go in there, drink wine, pretend to be wine connoisseurs, which is fun. And who doesn't love a little bit of wine first thing in the morning at 11 a.m. So it's going to be a really exciting morning. Then I'm going to do my shopping trip with my girls. We basically do a weekly shopping trip where we go to Asda's because Asda is cheap as hell. And if you're a student, you're all about saving money. So we all go there together, so it's more of a fun girl event rather than a shopping trip. And then afterwards, I'm going to be filming for a short romance movie, again, by students. And then after that, I'm going to be practicing dance. Actually, I think it's in the other order. Anyway, I'm going to be practicing dance and then filming for a short romance movie, which is also a student film. It's all going on. And by the end of this week, we are going to be performing Urinetown. If you don't know what Urinetown is, it is hilarious. Basically, it's a musical that we're doing for our assessments at the end of this year. By the end of this year, I mean next week. And basically, it's a musical where people have to pee to use the public bathrooms because there's been a drought and you need to ration the water. And it's actually quite interesting because you can probably imagine there's people holding their pee in for hours. Some people might not be able to afford to go to the toilets. And it's about living in this society and it's actually really fun. And we're going to do a lot of dance numbers, a lot of singing, and it is just going to be fabulous. It's kind of funny because it's serious and it talks about political undertones, but it's a comedy at the same time. It's going to be a lot of fun and that's next week. So you're going to see my rehearsal process leading up to that and what this week is going to entail. Anyway, I'm going to start heading to the wine tasting. We are now in the studio and this is our director. And Anna is with me too and she's also going to be taking part. I've now been mic'd up. Anna's on the camera.
I'm part of the crew now.
Oh wow. The director's going to be cracking open the wine. I feel so fabulous. Clink. The aromas, wow. My job is to pretend to know what I'm talking about when it comes to wine. Anna is now up. Yeah. And I'm drinking wine off stage. And this is the money shot. Wow, look at her. Fabulous.
I did do it on.
I finished shooting, I did my shop, and I got this amazing fluffy thing from Asda. And it cost £2.50. And this is our director in his element. And we are just out. We're going to do some really aesthetically pleasing shots in this garden, park, field thing, where I'm just going to be dramatically walking down the path, enjoying the sun. And this is Clara's fabulous camera. The director has got me a yummy iced tea. Cheers. This is my love interest in the scene. Say hi.
Hello.
And this is our cafe date and our romantic food. I've got a pistachio croissant and he's got the chocolate one. But as he said, both of them are technically mine. Look how pretty this looks. And it added a little heart on top. And across the street is our director. There he is, look at him. That was just the first day of the week and it's been a lot. I'm so tired. It's currently 8 p.m. and I'm gonna get ready for sleep because I am dead and tomorrow's going to be a big day. It's day 2, it's Tuesday, and today is going to be a big day because we've got the tech run. I woke up early and I realised I won't have time to make food within the week. So at 5 a.m. in the morning, I'm meal prepping some chicken. I'm also going to Vocals theme, and this is what she looks like. Most people haven't seen a Vocals steamer, but they have seen a bong. So when they look at this, that's the first thing they think, which it's not. Vocal steamer, you just basically put hot water in and you breathe it in the steam. It's like, you know when people say you have a cold and you should just put hot water in a pan and just breathe in the hot water? It's that exact idea, except for there's a specific tool that was made for it. I'm going to vocal steam because it's meant to be really good for your voice. And I'm going to practice dance because I haven't had the weekend to practice dance because I was too busy. So with this morning, we're going to practice dance, hop in the shower, and then get ready for our dress run / tech run. This is the chicken that I prepped in brown sauce. And because it's my first time cooking this, I don't know if it's meant to be that brown or if I burnt it. Only one way to find out. We just finished dress runs and now we're getting ice cream. After we treated ourselves to our ice cream, we had to stick around because we had a second rehearsal and it was the tech rehearsal. So we went in, did our tech rehearsal thing, and it was kind of fun, like being on the stage with like all the props and the light, and the stage had finally been set up and we had all of our staging and background, so it was a lot of fun. I came home, ate some food, doing a bit more practice of dance because I really want to make sure I'm on top of it. And tomorrow's Wednesday, which is crazy, and it's going to be a crazy day. We're gonna probably be in from 9 till 9. Then it's Thursday, and Thursday is our show. It's gonna be crazy. I'm excited and I'm kind of not, because I'm also in denial and refuse to believe that it came this quickly and the show is in 2 days. So I'm excited, but the fact that it's happening hasn't really hit my brain yet. To me, I'm like, it's not happening. Pfft, what are you talking about? We've got ages. 2 days. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more dance and then get some sleep, because tomorrow is going to be a long day. Today is day 3, which means it's Wednesday, and tomorrow is our first show. And we've got a nutritious breakfast for the long day that will be today. We should be in from 9 till 9, I believe. Going through tech, lights, costume, running it as if it's the real thing. It's going to be exciting. Like tuna mayo on toast and a tea. I'm actually really excited for today. I'm a bit nervous because tomorrow's the show and I really want everything to go well. But all you can do is your best. You have to trust in the prep that you have done before. And I'm just going to try my best to enjoy it, because most of the time we forget to enjoy the journey. And we're always excited for the end goal, but I'm going to try to enjoy today. Just have fun and be present. I chose this course because I enjoy it. So instead of waiting for the end goal to enjoy it, I'm going to enjoy it now in the tech rehearsals, which I'm really excited for, because the lights, the props, we got to like briefly work with them yesterday. And I'm excited to do the full run today with all of that. It's going to be a lot of fun. In the dressing room, this is what it looks like. And we've got the toilet, lovely. Very on brand for the musical. And now I'm just doing a vocal warm-up, so I'm ready. And I wrote this little sheet to help me with the quick change and to know when I'm coming on what line and what side I'm coming on from. I'm currently an hour early just because I want to make sure I'm extra warm and prepared for our tech day. And this is me as Soupy Sue. Because I'm an ensemble member, it means I'm on stage a lot, and we have multiple roles. This is me as Soupy Sue, as the paw, and this is her fabulous fit. And when I need to do my quick change, I just wipe the muck off my face, put my hair down, put it into a little corporate bun, put my white shirt on, a blazer and black trousers on top of my already outfit when I am being the staff. And when I'm a police, I just need to take off my jacket and wear this white shirt. So it's basically a lot of layers going on. And that's what people don't know behind the scenes. We're all sweating like pigs because we've got like layers on layers. And then we also are dancing. You're getting all the secrets backstage. You're welcome. I'm with Stella and she's dirtying up her t-shirt. And everyone else is warming up, as you can hear. Look at my arms. Wow. They're dirty. Hi, vlog. We just did a run of our tech, well, the beginning, and now we are getting some food and shit. I forgot to bring food, so everyone else is feeding me. Thank you, guys! Today's run through is done. It went pretty well, and it's crazy to think that the show is tomorrow. And tomorrow, before our show, we're going to have our zits, which is basically where we're going to be running it through with the band. So I'm going to get an early night. Good night. Good morning. My energy is all the way up. I'm listening to some good music because today is show day. And I'm just going to try my best to enjoy. I have people coming to see me today, which I'm so excited. My boyfriend, my sister, my family. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I've decided that afterwards, I'm going to bring like a really nice dress because I want to feel really good when I go out there and see my family and friends and boyfriend. I'm gonna wear a red dress afterwards and I'm just so excited. So this morning, our morning starts at 9 a.m. We've got our tech run and then we've got our show. And we've also got our zits. I remember it being called zits, but I don't like that because every time I think of zits, it makes me think of a zit. But really, it's like the band that's going to be playing with us today. For the first time, which is crazy because they're going to be playing with us on the day. So they're going to be real good. If they can just like pick it up that quick, that's impressive. But I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm ready. Because it's show day, I decided to treat myself and get a snack from Co-op. Come on, look at these. Wow. Whoa. That's good. The perfect way to start the morning. It's currently 12:08 and no one's here yet because I'm very early, so I thought I'd show you around. This is where the audience shall be sitting. Up there is the tech booth where they're going to be controlling all the lights. Down here is the orchestra pit, which comes up normally if there's no orchestra to make a bit more stage, but we get a live orchestra, so it's down. That's our staging, and those over there are the toilets. Now I'm gonna give you a little peek backstage. This is the view from the wings, and there's like a little curtain at the back of the cubicles so the people can sneak in and out. And this is backstage. We have got 3 changing rooms because we are luxurious. This is the one I will be in. Now we are here, we are gonna get ready for our warm-up. My chocolate croissant. It's melted in the inside because I got it first thing in the morning.
The dragon will come when it hears the drum in a minute for toot today and a minute for toot.
And that is how we warm up. Here I am with Stella and April and Anna in the back. Found out we're not meant to be in costume, so I'm the only one in costume. But it's fine. But the zips! The zits! The zits. This is the orchestra pit. He's got a cute little head on his instrument. We just did our zits for Act 1. Here's Stella with me. We just finished Act 1 zits and now we're going for Act 2. Woo! Woo! This is our little Sally. Aww. And this is our Penny. This is our evil little Becky. Old Ma Strong and our Hope. And this is Bobby with his lover. And the set is ready. And this is our Cladwell.
Hello, Mr. Cladwell. Currently folding up the...
And we are getting the programs up and ready. We finished the zits and in a few minutes, we've got the show.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
First half is done and it went pretty well. Oh, hello. We just finished the show and I will update you on the rest. What? I got 3 flowers tonight, which is awesome. And my boyfriend offered to get me 2 things from Tesco's, which is really exciting as I'm a student, so I'm gonna get ice cream. And my sister brought us pizza. Good morning. Today is going to be the second day of the show. Yesterday was opening night. It was so much fun, and I'm going to tell you all about that. But we are also going to prepare for today. Look, I got these flowers. Wow. And I got 2 more bouquets of flowers. And it's the most flowers I've ever received in my life in one span. I feel like a real celebrity. Wow. Also, my friend finally came back from abroad and she came to see my show and she brought me a gift of these funky pants and, wait for it, the best part, these socks. If you know me in any shape or form, I am obsessed with SpongeBob. Always have been, always will be, to the day I die. I'm going to do a mini workout, hop in the shower, get ready, and then tell you all about last night, opening night. Such a good night last night, and instead of like beating myself up, I did have a minute where I beat myself up and then I snapped out of it, because no one really notices when you mess up. You're your biggest critic. So yesterday I did mess up briefly in the dance, but I just tried to like snap out of it and think, okay, be present and be in the next scene, because that's the joy of theatre. Like, you can't hang on to something because then you're gonna like keep, you know, having it in your brain. You've got to be present on the stage. So it's like that great opportunity where like if you mess up, you just keep going. The show goes on, as they say, which is so true. And it's something so relieving about that, because you're not holding on to the thing that you did wrong. You're like, okay, I've got to just keep going. Gotta keep partying. Gotta keep swimming. And that was really nice. And I've got amazing people in my life. I've got my sister, I've got my family, I've got my boyfriend, I've got my friends which came to see me yesterday, and they were just so supportive, and seeing them just made me feel so much more, I don't know how to explain it, like warm, and I felt good performing, but just seeing them made me feel wow, if that makes sense. Also, the gift of just enjoying the moment, that was my favourite part. I felt like I really enjoyed it. Like, a lot of the time it felt like quite a lot of work because I was really trying to make it perfect. And then when it comes to stage, you realise that nothing's ever perfect. There's always going to be something that goes wrong, so you have to just enjoy it because that's life. If life went perfectly all the time, it would be hella boring. But instead, we're living on the edge, doing live shows, and it's amazing. And the funniest part is the thing that went the most wrong was the bows. So at the end, we finished, and then we just do a bow, and then we're like all like, wait, what's happening? Because we were meant to do it in a certain order, and then it just like all went, and it was just so funny. That was made like the night for me, because it was just, the thing we were worried about was the show, not the bows, and the bows were the thing that like, and it was just so funny. Actually made the show for me. For me, it was one of my best moments. See, there is beauty in the mistake. My favourite part was the bit where we messed up. Yeah, I'm gonna have a slow morning because we are in late today, which is good. I'm gonna chill, do my stuff, and get ready for the second show. This is me after my ab workout. Oh my god, I can't get up. Can't come to the show. I'm gonna need an ambulance. My abs are sore. I can't get up. She's up. I'm gonna do some meditation to get me into a good headspace for today. And then I'm gonna hop in the shower because I stink. I just came out the shower and I feel so refreshed. The day is beautiful, the sun is out, and the makeup and hair is done. And this is the fabulous summery outfit for the day. And since it's such a beautiful day and the sun is out, I thought I would make the most of it. I am going to grab an ice cream courtesy of my sister and boyfriend from my freezer and go out to the park and just chill. Perfect way to start the day. Just to give me some recharge time before the show. I'm gonna take this beautiful flower that I got from my bouquet and just enjoy its beauty, take it out with me, and if I see someone that looks like they need a flower in their day, I shall give it to them. Into the dressing room, and this is what I came into. I felt the moment I laid eyes on you. And here's Lauda with her beautiful ears. We are treating ourselves to food out the show.
Garlic bread pizza.
Garlic bread pizza. And with Anna and her parents. Ooh, pizza, pizza, pizza. I'm so tired, but I'm going to quickly sum up what happened today. Today, the energy was really vibrant and the audience was amazing. Like, they were so loud, cheering, laughing at all the things. So it made all of the casts and our energy go up. And it was just a great show, thanks to the audience. The audience made the show. Halfway through the show, my mic completely stopped working. And I thought, okay, I'm not sure if it's actually stopped working or if maybe it's just really silent. So when we all had to scream something, I made sure to be really loud, and if I couldn't hear it in the speaker, then I knew it wasn't working. And I realised it wasn't working. So I had to scream my lines on stage and sing like louder than I think I've ever sung before in my life to make sure that I was actually heard. So on the stage, what it sounds like is me going, "Ah!" and everyone else just like speaking at a normal level, but because they had the mics, it sounded normal. Anyway, we finished the show and I was like, okay, was it okay? Like, could you guys hear me from like all the way back the cheers? And they said, yeah, like it was fine, like we could hear you. And it didn't sound like you were shouting, it was just like, it was fine. So I'm actually really happy because even though we had a hiccup in the show, I managed to play it out and, you know, figure my way through it. And also I realised I can be really loud if I want to, which is always a good thing. Anyway, I'm so tired, so I'm going to get to an early night. And tomorrow we've got our last 2 shows in one day, so it's going to be a long day, but an exciting day. Every time we finish these shows, I feel really energized and I feel like I've got so much energy, and then it's past my bedtime, so I'm really tired now. But yeah, wish us luck tomorrow and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Good morning. I've just hopped out of the shower and today is our last show day. And we have got 2 shows today. One at 2 p.m. and the one at 7:30 p.m. So I'm very excited because yesterday we had one show, the day before we had one show, and today we have 2. Oh, so today's going to be an exciting, big day. So I'm just going to try my best to enjoy it because it goes so fast. It felt like the lead up to the musical went so quick. And when you're on stage, it's just gone. So my goal is to be present, enjoy it while I'm on the stage, feel it and feel my feet on the ground, feel the breath in my lungs and my heart pumping out my chest, and really enjoy the interactions with the people on stage. Because I'm singing and dancing and acting. This is fun. And I get to perform it to a live audience. So you're telling me I get to do the thing I love and enjoy with people that are awesome and talented and loving and just incredible people. And on top of that, I get to share it with other people. Poof. Anyway, I'm gonna go get ready. Today's gonna be awesome. We're warming up while rubbing out our pencil notes on the musical book because they're going. Fabi, how are you feeling that the last show approaches?
I'm feeling very excited for tonight. A little bit nervous, but I know that it will be good. So, yeah, I just want to enjoy it with everyone.
How are you feeling now that the last show is approaching?
Well, I feel happy, but sad at the same time. Because it's like mixed feelings. It went so fast, yet so slow. But yeah, it's our last show and we're 3rd years.
Believe it. I don't want it to end. It's been so fun, hasn't it, Stella? It's our last show and it's time to say goodbye to these beautiful books. Goodbye, you're in town. Because it's our last show, we are just going to enjoy. Yes! Good morning. Yesterday was our last show. I tried my best just to enjoy the last show and not think of it as the last show, because if you think about it, it's just one time where I can do it again instead of counting down the days till I can't do it, which was kind of what I was doing. But it was so it was harder than I thought to like leave and say goodbye to all my friends after the show, and I'm glad that that was the way that we got to say goodbye to each other. We got to do one last show, and we got to go out for drinks and see each other one last time doing the thing we enjoy, drinking. I'm joking, which was the show. And I'm just going to talk you guys a bit through the experience so I can look back on this video and be like, oh, that's what it was like when I was doing second year musical theatre in university. For me, it was kind of a lot because I have dyslexia. I kind of needed to know the lines rather than reading them off the paper because reading is not my forte. I can read, just not very well. So I was trying so hard to be off book with my lines, and then also because I was the understudy for Hope, I needed to memorise those lines too, and those were a lot heftier than Soupy Sue's, which was the character I was Soupy Sue. And I'm not gonna lie, Soupy Sue's pretty cool, kind of terrifying, but she's a cool lady. So I really enjoyed making a story for her because what I've realised is about the ensemble characters is you can really build up their backstory because no one's really paying attention to you that much. So you can like really get into it. I remember when Bobby died in the musical, which is like one of the main characters, I was like so brokenhearted and I was like, no. And I saw this thing that an actor does and she was like, whenever I have a character, I try to make a secret within that character that no one knows. Because let's be honest, every human being has secrets and it kind of helps make around a picture of them. So my secret was that I was in love with Bobby. Well, it's not a secret anymore. Secret's out. And it actually really helped me improve my character. And it was a lot of fun because obviously you're not the main focus, so you can really like get into your character and just, it was so fun. It was so fun. I felt bad because dance is something I really struggle with and I put time in for dance, but not as much as I normally do because once I was the understudy for Hope, everything else kind of took a backburn because I was like, what if I'm going to be tested on this? I won't be able to read it off the page. I'm going to need to know it off by heart. And it was a lot, and I memorised all of Act 1, and then they wanted me to understudy for Act 2, and then I was kind of friggled. I remember the day, it was so awkward. Basically, Hope is one of the main characters, and I got to understudy, and she had a sore throat, so she couldn't do it that day. So they were like, okay, understudy, you're up. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was for Act 2, which I only knew the first bit of Act 2. I didn't know the second half. So we start doing Act 2, beginning, know it, know the lines, know the songs, fine. Then the second part of Act 2 comes. I have no idea what's flying. I know a few bits and pieces, but there's some huge chunks of long paragraphs that I just don't know yet. And the teacher was trying to be helpful and he was like, just go get the book and read it from there. And you know what? Sometimes reading off the page does help because even though I'm dyslexic, if I know it roughly, my brain will recognise the words because I already memorised it roughly. But being under pressure makes it so much harder. Like being under pressure, your brain just goes, ah! So I looked at the page and it just like had a major freak out and the reading was not reading. For me, I remember it can be a really like jarring and embarrassing thing for me because having dyslexia, obviously it's something you can't help. It's just something that you're born with. It means that your brain's different, but sometimes it does make you feel stupid because it's like if everyone else can do this basic thing, reading, and you can't, it's like there must be something wrong with me, like I'm silly, I'm stupid. Which is so not true, and I know that that's not true, but that is a subconscious thought that does go through your mind because if everyone can do it, why can't I? So for me, normally that's always the way I felt when it comes to struggling to read, especially in front of people. But I have recently been really open with my dyslexia and the people in my year are so helpful because we've got a cast that is also quite neurodivergent. So it actually really helped because everyone lifts each other up and they kind of understand, which is really nice. So it didn't feel embarrassing or awkward. I felt a bit bad because I was holding up the cues for everyone else because I couldn't read it that fast. But everyone was so understanding and so sweet. So it didn't feel as normally it would once, you know, when I used to be in school and things like that. I used to dread moments like this. This would be like my worst nightmare. And I did it and I got through it and it was fine. And it was so much easier because of the amazing people I had in my year. And I really don't think they know how much I really appreciated that because they made it such a safe space for me. And that was really nice. And I'm just so grateful because I feel like I've learned that it's okay to be different and to be open with people and tell them what you're struggling with because then it makes them understand you a bit better and help you a bit better. And I'm just really grateful for the amazing year and amazing class I have. Anyway, week 11 was approaching, and on week 12 we had the show, and I still didn't know the dancers really well because I was focusing on Hope's lines, because I was like, if there's a chance where I'm going to perform it, I want to actually be able to know what I'm doing. So it comes to week 11 and I don't know my dances properly, and I'm really nervous, and I end up putting loads of work in before I go to bed, before I go to tonight, whatever, and then I finally managed to get the dances down, because for me it takes me a bit longer to get them. I'm getting faster at getting choreo, slowly but surely, but it still takes me a little more time than most people. And I'm just proud of myself because I feel like I had a lot to do. I had all the harmonies to learn, I had Soupy Sue's lines to learn, I had Hope's lines to cover, and I also had to learn her kind of songs and things like that. So it was a crazy year, and on top of that I had dance, which takes me a long time to get as well. So it was a lot, and I'm just really glad and grateful for the challenge, because I don't think I would have thought that this would have been possible for me to be able to do all of those things and make it out alive. But here I am, and I'm so glad that I was given the challenge, because even though it was so difficult and at times I thought I wouldn't be able to do it, I wouldn't have known that I was capable of doing that until I was pushed into the deep end to try to do that. So it was really a good experience. And one more thing I learned that was really cool from the other people around me is that we're human and we make mistakes, especially if it's a live show. If it's live, how are you meant to be expected to do the exact same thing, the exact same way every day? Even if you do loads of practice, things happen. People fall, people drop lines, things are forgotten. Your heart's beating out of your chest, there's loads of people staring at you, and you're meant to just go on stage and perform it the exact same way over and over again? No. And what I've learned from the people around me is what makes someone professional is not making mistakes, because that makes you human. And professionals are also human. They make mistakes. But what makes you professional is how you deal with the mistake afterwards. And that's all that matters. Like, obviously there was a lot of mistakes that would have happened from me, from everyone, because everyone in the cast is a human being. So things happen. Everyone dealt with it so well. Like, obviously we're performers and we really want to do our best, so we do beat ourselves up. I do it. I feel like everyone does that. We really beat ourselves up when we get things wrong or make a mistake. But everyone in the musical played it off and just kept going no matter what, even if it was in their head and it was difficult. Even when I made a mistake in the dance or accidentally cut someone off on their lines, I just kept going. I was like, okay, this is natural, nothing happened. Because if you keep thinking about it through the next scene, then it will throw you off again. And that's what happened to me within the first show. Like, I made a mistake in the dance and I was like, oh no, and I kept thinking about it, and then I just kept making mistakes in the same dance. But lucky for me, no one noticed, I think, I hope. But my point is, through the show, it taught me that people make mistakes and things happen. It's how you move forward, and not to let it stay in your head, because when you let it stay in your head, it will affect everything else you do afterwards. So once you do a mistake, just keep going, just keep swimming. And then and it really helped me, because it taught me that we will all make mistakes. It's inevitable, but it's how you deal with them is what matters. No, but seriously, and I'm really happy because the people in our class, if we make mistakes or if we slip up, everyone's got each other's back, and we know that it's okay, because we're all our worst critic. We're all so hard on ourselves. If I make a mistake, I'm really upset about it, and I'm really in my head, and I'm really beating myself up about it, and then everyone else is like, chill. And then when they're in their head about a mistake they did, we can look at that and be like, you're human. Which is crazy, because it's like I said, we are our own worst critic. Which is actually really zen, if I do say so myself, because the way that you will do well is by letting go of the things that just happen. And if we're in our heads and we're our own worst critics, we can't move on to the next scene without sabotaging ourselves. So it's kind of forcing you to let go and move forwards. And I think that's kind of beautiful. Even though we're done with the show and we're done with uni, I am doing a short film with someone where I'm playing the love interest, which is really exciting, which is actually really cool, because even though I'm done with the musical, I'm not planning on stopping, because I enjoy what I do. I did the musical, and now I'm going to be doing a short film where I'm the love interest, where she's like really sweet and bubbly and cute. And then after that, like a few weeks after, I'm recording for another short film where I'm basically this badass woman that beats up lots of people, and there's like a secret agent kind of thing, and it's just so cool because the complete contrast, and it's so fun that I am just Rivka and I can be a million more people and have all this fun and be in front of the camera and just keep doing what I love. So it's gonna be an amazing holiday, and I will keep you guys posted and keep doing YouTube videos because I enjoy doing this too, which is awesome. I'm doing all the things I love. I'm filming, I'm performing, and I am YouTubing. So thank you guys for coming along on this ride with me, because this is a truly great chapter in my life and I'm glad I get to share it with you guys. I have amazing friends, amazing opportunities, and I'm doing what I love. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I'm gonna go hop into the shower. See you guys in a minute. I have just come out of the shower and I feel so fresh. I just want to quickly tell you this one last story before I leave, and that was about the mics. So we're lifting her and I go, kill her, the rope, snap her! And nothing comes out, and then I realise that my mic has just kaput. I don't know what's up with it, but it's not working. And our theatre is quite big, but we're very lucky because previously in speech and accent, we had the opportunity to use the theatre and we had to practice projection and really making sure that our voice can be heard to the back of the stage. So this actually came in pretty handy. So everyone else on stage was saying their lines and it felt like I was yelling them. So people were like, blah, 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 and I was like, ah, and it was quite funny. But that's what it felt like. But out there on the stage, it made sense because everyone else's voice were projected with the mics and mine wasn't, so it just sounded like I was speaking at a normal pitch. Even though things went wrong, I thought of a way to get around it on a live performance. And that made me really happy because even though it meant that I had to put so much more effort, I don't think I've ever been singing that loudly or speaking that loudly ever in my whole life. It was a good learning experience, and I'm glad that I managed to do that on the spot because there was a lot of pressure because it was a live show. But yeah, it's again like what we said, it's how you respond to things that happen, because mistakes happen. In this case, they found out that my lead went kaput of the mic, so that's why it wasn't working, because it was literally broken. But also it shows that people don't notice. People don't know if you make mistakes unless you show them. And the way I know this is because I had no idea when people made mistakes. When we'd go off stage, they were like, oh, I dropped a line, or I forgot this, and I would have no idea until they told me. And if we as the cast didn't notice, I'd be surprised if the audience noticed too. Overall, it was an amazing musical, and I'm so grateful for the hiccups and the mistakes and the little things that happen because it taught me so much. And this year has been amazing and I'm really going to miss it. And I'm going to try to make the most of my holiday, but I know I'm also going to miss everything that I've done here. But I'm grateful that I had it. And I wouldn't be missing it if it wasn't something I really enjoyed. And I really, really enjoyed this year. So, thank you for coming along on my uni journey. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And thank you guys so much for coming on this amazing adventure with me.